My mission is to impact the hearts and minds of women, helping them change their stories and empowering them to love themselves, their bodies, and their lives.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm Hannah Dawson, your host and transformation coach. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutritionist, mindset coach, writer, speaker, and creator of the Fit Club Babes app, and I am here to help you transform your life. While I love teaching all things nutrition and fitness, and trust me, you'll get lots of that on here, my true passion lies in the power of mindset and self-relationship. I know firsthand how powerful a mindset shift can be. It has profoundly impacted not only my health and fitness journey, but also my relationship with myself, and it can do the same for you too. Many women believe as we age, we lose our beauty, body, and health, but that's not true. You can feel and look amazing and get better with age, and I'm going to show you how. Are you ready to change your story? Let's flip the script one thought at a time. Hey everyone, it's Coach Hannah here. I just want to take a small little break and say, girl, hang on to those yoga pants because I am about to introduce to you a program that is going to transform your body and mindset like never before. If you are tired of playing whack-a-mole with your body and aging, dealing with the blahs of getting older and the weight loss roller coasters, are you ready? Say hello to the M3 method. This is your secret weapon. It is designed for women 30 plus. It's about building a lifestyle and body you love. So imagine this. Imagine waking up every day feeling excited to get dressed because you feel incredible in your skin. The M3 method isn't about becoming a smaller version of yourself. It's about becoming a stronger, more empowered version with energy and confidence so high you could power a rocket. It's about thinking more about nutrition and less about calories. The M3 method will help you sculpt and build a toned body, boost your metabolism, and power up your muscles by using food as your fuel. It is designed to show you that you are enough already and you have the body you want. It's about ditching the diet drama and celebrating your journey to becoming the healthiest, fittest, strongest, most confident version of yourself. Join me on this transformation journey. We have launched, but it is never too late to start. The program within the Fit Club app, you can adjust it to start whenever you are ready. So don't worry about that. You can start where you're at and don't wait to start feeling amazing. And if you're still not feeling sure, I am so confident in the M3 method that I'm offering you 7-day free trial. Check the show notes for more details. Let's flip the script because you know we've got the muscles to do it and a story to change. Remember, it's never too late to start giving yourself the love and care you deserve. With the M3 method, we are rewriting our stories and becoming the healthiest, strongest, most confident versions of ourselves. For more details, check out the show notes and follow me on Instagram at the Fit Club Babes and at the Change Your Story podcast. Are you ready to get this party started, girl? Let's go. What is up, my Change Your Story listeners and my Fit Club babes? I am so excited to be here with you today for our final episode in our series called We Will Not Let Age Change Us, but We Will Change the Way We Age. And today's topic I am so passionate about because I have went through this for years and it's something I have had to overcome and I have overcome, and I just really want to empower and inspire you today just to ignite a fire that you are and you have everything that you need to be, and it absolutely is possible to have the body that you want, and it all starts with all of the episodes leading up to this episode, you guys. And this episode is called Could Dieting Be Hurting You and Not Helping You? So my purpose, my mission and my prayer for this episode for you is to help change your perspective. Because it's when something comes in and changes our perspective and changes the way we see something, the things that we see change. The way we used to look at it doesn't seem the same anymore. It's like a light bulb goes on. So that is my hope for this podcast today. You guys, again, welcome back. Last week, we really talked about how to go into perimenopause and menopause well. We talked about the habits, building those, those lifelong habits with our training and our nutrition and our mindset. We talked about, and the theme over all of these episodes is really the importance of eating more protein, prioritizing strength training, and including healthy fats into our diet, and the right mindset, and building consistency. In the last episode, it's really important for us to understand, to switch our mindset from thinking that we have to do more, and be less, when really we have to do less to be more. And, it really comes down to women just really seeing such an upside or distorted version of weight training, of cardio, of nutrition, when we'd, do all of the extreme things to get this result. But extremes never work, right? So today we're going to be really talking about dieting. I don't know about you, but if this is you, I know it was me. I felt like I lived every year, a few times a year, always dieting or always trying to lose weight. It was like always a weight loss chase. And then if I did lose the weight, I'd be so afraid of gaining it back that I would gain it all back. And it was like just this really unhealthy roller coaster. I never really knew how to live beyond the chase. Right? It was like the excitement of the chase, of getting the result. I didn't know how to keep it because a lot of the things that I chose were unsustainable. And my mindset wasn't healthy, and I didn't understand. I didn't love my body. I didn't love myself. I didn't understand that was the foundation. That was where things were really messed up. So today we're going to be talking about why dieting could be hurting you right now, and really change your perspective on really shifting your mindset to fueling your body, seeing food as something that is helping you, nourishing you. Like, you got to put fuel in your body if you want to go farther, faster, longer, better, stronger. If you want to be your best self, if you really want to change your story, we really have to change our relationship with our food. That's what it comes down to, is our relationship with food. Understanding what food is, what it does in our body, is the most freeing thing. I've shared this before and I'll share it again, that really understanding nutrition and what it does for my body and why I need it really helped me break free from disordered eating, really helped me break free from body dysmorphia. That was a little bit more challenging, and it's something I still have to work on today. And that's mainly like a mindset thing. It's just a condition. It's a conditioning I had put in my brain. It's like a destructive tape on repeat that you have to break the cycle. You have to play the tape and flip the script, so to speak, when it comes to like body dysmorphia. But again, we're not going to get into that today. Today we are talking about, could your dieting choices constantly be the thing that is keeping you from the person that you want to be, from the body that you want to have, and from the life that you want to experience? So today, we're gonna dive into the mental, physical, and emotional impacts of chronic dieting. And could dieting be hurting you more than helping you? So let's find out. Let's get into this topic today. All right. So the first thing, you guys, is the mental impacts of chronic dieting. This is something that you have to think about. I will always say food affects your mood more than you even know. Okay. So dieting really affects your stress levels and anxiety, because you're constantly worrying about food and weight, and this increases your stress and anxiety. I don't know about you, but I know most of my listeners on here that have been dieters, food gives them anxiety. They go away on a trip, they get anxious, how am I going to eat? You've never been taught how to eat properly. You've just been taught how to diet. So you've never created a lifestyle. So it's like you can only literally diet and cut things out, or you are off the rails. And this causes a constant state of stress and anxiety, which increases cortisol, which increases depression, which increases exhaustion, right? Obsessive thoughts. Number 3 of chronic dieting, obsessive thoughts, right? You might find yourself thinking about food all the time, which can be so exhausting. I used to compete in bodybuilding, and even before that, when I would diet or feel like I wasn't good enough or I needed to lose weight, it was like an all-consuming thing. And I gotta say, it wasn't until I stopped dieting and decided to go into a build, eat at maintenance and above maintenance, that I broke free of this. I realized food wasn't the issue. I realized food was there to help me. I realized how much better I felt. And I said, once you've been set free, you'll never want to go back to those prisons again. And it's funny how we try to go back to those prisons. I did try a few times, and then I wouldn't do it for long. And I realized this is not how I want to feel. This is not who I want to be. All right. The third impact of chronic dieting is low self-esteem. When you're constantly feeling like you're not good enough, like you need to lose weight, like you're always on this roller coaster, you cannot stick to these strict diets for long. And when you don't stick to the things that you say you're gonna do, or you break your commitments, even if those commitments were extremely restrictive and not healthy, we break our integrity with ourselves, and this impacts our self-esteem. This makes us feel shitty. This impacts our confidence. We can't ever stick to something we say we're going to do, even though the thing that we're chasing, isn't for us. It was never for us. It was never meant for us. We just bought into a lie that said that's what we needed to do, right? So those are the 3 mental impacts that chronic dieting can cause: stress and anxiety, obsessive thoughts, low self-esteem. No, thank you anymore. I don't want to go there. All right. That is why I created the M3 method. You guys, I know I'm talking about it a lot, but through this M3 method, we eat at maintenance. We don't diet. We're eating at maintenance. We're body recomping. We're getting that lean muscle mass on, and our body will naturally get leaner, and we'll naturally lose and shrink our fat just by adding more muscle and eating balanced and moving more and feeling mentally better. All right, let's talk about the physical impacts of chronic dieting. All right, metabolism slowdown. When you lose weight, you lower your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, the amount of calories your body burns at rest, because you are a smaller version of yourself. And so your body doesn't need to work as hard to burn it off. And when you chronically diet, a lot of what is impacted is your lean muscle mass, and that is your metabolism. That is the thing that keeps everything running really fast. And so a lot of the time, we're chronic dieting, and the thing that we're sacrificing is the thing that we need the most, and that is muscle, right? So just like a car running on low fuel, your body slows down when you don't give it enough food. All right. So we actually need to eat more of the right things and balance it out more. All right. Another one is muscle loss. Like I said, when you lose weight too quickly, you often lose muscle, not just fat. All right. When we lose weight fast, it's not always even fat. It's just muscle and water. And we've lost the thing that is going to help us the most. And then when we don't have a plan after the plan, like the last couple episodes, previous episodes, then our metabolism's slower, and our adrenaline and our hormones are out of whack. So we're hungry. We're like a wild caged animal that hasn't been fed. And you better watch out, pantry. You better watch out, box of cookies, ice cream. Here we come, and we're going to enjoy. And it is like worse than a drug, worse than cocaine or heroin. That food is just going to satisfy us. And the minute we stop, the shame comes, the guilt comes, the failure comes, the low self-esteem comes, and the weight comes, because we never had the muscle on us at a high metabolism to help use those calories where we needed them. The body, when we are chronically dieting, is fat anabolic. So that just means that we put our fat cells double in size quicker when we have been in restriction than they do, and they duplicate. So even faster. And I'm probably not saying this right, and maybe I'll do a podcast on that as well, so I can actually get the facts and say it right. But our fat cells they duplicate. They'll start making more way quicker when we are fat anabolic. It's our body's way of surviving, and so it feels threatened. So fat is our way of keeping us alive, and so our body will start putting it on way faster once we start eating, overeating calories, which we typically do, and we don't track. And so a lot of these calories come from fat and carbs, and not the whole food sources. It's usually, like I said, we are like a wild caged beast let out in all the sweets and treats, and you can't stop us, right? So there's that. All right, so muscle loss. The next thing impacts of chronic dieting physically is hormonal imbalances. Dieting messes with your hormones. It does. Like leptin and ghrelin, which control hunger and fullness, it messes with those. All right, so leptin is found in our fat cells. And so when we eat at maintenance, our leptin and ghrelin are imbalanced. So leptin secretes and lets us know we're satiated, we're full. The more we diet and lose weight, our fat cells shrink back down, okay? And the less leptin can secrete and tell us we're satiated. So then ghrelin kicks in and is like, you're hungry, you need to eat. And that's where the obsessive food thoughts come. That's a normal part of dieting. And so if we go off the rails and eat, then we've lost that muscle, as well as we are fat anabolic. So our fat tissue doubles in size and duplicates really fast. That's why we put weight on way faster. So those hormones get really imbalanced when we're chronically dieting, all right? The fourth one is nutrient deficiency. So a lot of the time when we diet, we're not eating enough of the right foods, right? And this leads to deficiencies in essential nutrients. This causes chronic fatigue. It causes us to get sicker fast. It increases risk of disease. And so an example is, when I used to bodybuild, towards the end, I would constantly be getting chest infections, be getting sick, and I didn't notice it then. Like, I knew I was sick, but I didn't know it was from dieting. I wasn't getting enough food for my body to fight for me. I was barely getting enough to keep the lights on, so to speak. And so you're more susceptible to get sick. Your body can't fight off viruses. And then so when I went and did a build for the first time, and it took me about 8 weeks to break from the distortion and the weird thoughts before I started seeing the benefits of eating at maintenance and above. And I want to say maintenance and above because most times I think I would just come back down to maintenance because leptin it was really hard to eat in a build. I just was full all the time. But once I got there and then I would try to diet again, I would get sick right away. So I'm like, wow, it's amazing that my body has what it needs to keep me healthy and well. And so when you are chronically dieting, you're always sick all the time. So if that's you, then you'll start to mitigate those effects in impacts on your physical body. The next one is emotional impacts of chronic dieting. All right, mood swings. Holy moly. Fluctuating blood sugar levels will cause you to be irritable and mood swings. So if you've ever heard of the term hangry, well, this is like heightened times 1,000. You're very irritable. You're cranky. And that's why a lot of binging comes into place, because it makes you happy. It's like, it's an emotional thing. You feel happy for a moment because your body gets that food and it's like, that tasted so good. And then you're irritable again because you went off plan. And then when you're hungry, you're irritable. It's just mood swings like crazy. The next one is emotional eating. Like I just said, feeling deprived can lead to binging. Or emotional eating when you finally just give in, right? When you're like, I just need something, I just need it now. And a lot of the time too, not to sidetrack, but women's menstruations and periods when we're dieting, that even gets worse. And so we're like, we'll use the excuse, oh, it's just my period, I need this chocolate now. But if we would have been eating enough food, we wouldn't have had those extreme cravings like we do, or we would just increase more protein or some of the foods that will help us, but then we go off the rails, and then again, it's just like a big cycle. It's like playing a game of whack-a-mole. Another one, emotional impact, obviously a big one, is disordered eating, developing an unhealthy relationship with food because you're addicted to the high of seeing the scale go down, and your self-worth is tied to your weight, and thus it's just this cycle that keeps going back and forth. And your food language is really negative as well. Food is either good or bad, and when you eat clean food you feel good, and when you eat junk food you feel bad. And so it's like your emotions are attached to your behaviors on how you are choosing to eat. And so again, this is called disordered eating. So you may not have an eating disorder where you do things or starve yourself or bulimia or any of that, but if this is controlling your thinking all the time, where your emotions are up and down, you're having mood swings because the foods you choose to eat or don't eat, this is called disordered eating. And this it's a condition, and you can be healed from it. Absolutely. It just comes from healing your relationship with your food and with your body. And the last one is control issues. All right. The last one to the emotional impacts is control. We want control. Right? We want control. Dieting can become a way to feel in control when other areas of our life feel chaotic. And this can lead to an unhealthy obsession with food and weight. I know personally, growing up in a home where addiction was very normal, chaos was very normal. When I did find the gym, later on, and I did, lose weight, it became about control. I felt good about myself because I can control something when I couldn't control situations that were going on in my life. And this can move on into adulthood too. If there's stress at work or something you can't control, or maybe your kids are going through something you can't control, and so you really turn to either training or dieting or food, and it just seems like a cycle. So it can be a way to control, and that's not a lifestyle, and that's not who we want to become. We want this thing to enhance our lives. We don't want this thing to consume our lives. I hope that makes sense. All right. Another, what one are we on here? Okay, we went over the mental impacts of chronic dieting, the physical, emotional, and now we're gonna switch to determining your focus. Right, dieting or healing is your choice. So the first thing that you're gonna have to do to decide this, ladies, is check your mindset. If you are constantly feeling deprived and stressed, it might be time to heal your relationship with food. Most of us women need to, whether we've been chronic dieters or not, or just we don't have any idea and just eat whatever we want but feel bad about ourselves. It's time to heal that relationship and understand food. Number 2 is it's time to listen to your body. Right? Are you tired? Are you hungry? Are you cranky all the time? Your body might need more nourishment, not less. Okay? Listen to those things. Sit, reflect, think about what is the right thing for you. All right? And then the next one is long-term goals when it comes to determining your focus. Think about what you want for your long-term health. Right? Sustainable habits will always beat quick fixes. Like I said, all of these episodes led up to this one. You have to think about what you truly want, what you truly want to feel. And you could take the next 12 months in the M3 method, the muscle method, eat at maintenance, start weight training, and you will your healthiest, strongest, fittest, most confident version of yourselves. You will love the way you feel and look. I will guarantee that if you follow it and you just stay consistent, that you will. And you will heal your relationship with food, but you have to break the cycle of dieting and just say, I'm not dieting. We have to see eating healthy as a way of life, not something that's not normal. You can't see eating healthy as a diet, right? Diets just mean, when you're following a diet, that you're cutting something out or you're punishing yourself. That's why it doesn't feel good. So why don't you just eat to fuel your athlete body? That's why I said I want to start calling all of my members, all of the Fit Club babes, athletes. Not even my clients. You are my athletes, and I want to help you train like an athlete, eat like an athlete, feel and look amazing, have some amazing wins. I want to create a champion within you. I want to teach you the tools and be able to coach you through this process. That is why in our Facebook group, we do mindset coaching every single week. In the summers, it's a little bit sparse, but during the school year or the not summer, we have topics that really will help shift your mindset when the mindset tries to overpower us, when the negative automatic negative thinking takes over. We have to be able to flip that, to flip the switch, to flip the script. All right. So again, that's why I have created the muscle method, to teach you how to nourish yourself, to fuel your body like an athlete, to really help you body recomp. So besides all of the amazing benefits it's going to do for your hormones, your health, prevention, your energy, your sleep, it's also going to body recomp your body. So your body composition, if you have a way to figure it out, go get a DEXA scan. I believe it's only $60. You have to get a referral from your doctor and just say you want the DEXA scan for your body composition, for your muscle mass, fat mass ratio. You could do that now, and then in 12 months, do it again. I guarantee you, your muscle mass will increase and your fat mass will have gone down. And it doesn't have to be hard, but it's not a quick fix. But if you dedicate this next 12 months to really radically, transforming your health, both internally and externally, you're going to impact your body recomposition. So before, we sum everything up, I wanted to go through analogies with you, because I find analogies really help me understand something and help me see something in a new light. Okay, so we're going to use some analogies here, and I hope that they help you. So take whatever one most suits you, write it down, and just remember this, or remember it. So key points on dieting, metabolism, and hormones. Okay, so dieting and metabolism, it's like a phone on low battery mode. Your metabolism slows down when you're not eating enough, right? When your phone is on low battery, it doesn't work as fast. Pages don't open up as fast. Texting doesn't happen as fast. Everything kind of goes slower. Dieting is like that with your metabolism. All right. Now one for muscle loss. Here's an analogy. Think of your muscle as your body's engine. Okay. The stronger the engine, the better the car runs. I love that one. All right. So now here's an analogy for your hormone imbalances. All right. Imagine your hunger and fullness hormone, leptin and ghrelin, as traffic lights. Dieting can make them malfunction, causing constant hunger and cravings, right? It's like traffic lights going red, green, yellow. Nobody knows where to go or where to turn, so you're really confused. So you have to think, we got to balance those. So eating at maintenance, and in the muscle method, this is why I have you at maintenance, is to heal your hormones and to increase your metabolism so you burn more fat at rest. All right. And then the next one is nutrient deficiencies. All right. So when we're chronic dieting, nutrient deficiencies is inevitable. So you have to think of your body as a house. All right. With the right nutrients, the foundation, the right nutrients, the foundation weakens. All right, leading to chronic fatigue, sickness, and disease. So when we're not getting the right amount of nutrients, it's like if there's a crack in the foundation, the house is as good as the foundation. And it's only time before that house comes crashing down or something goes wrong. And so when we don't have the right nutrients in our body to help us, it's going to lead to leaks, energy leaks, sicknesses, chronic fatigue, disease. And some of these may not happen right now. And you may think you can get away with it until you don't. Until you are hit with something so hard you think, could it have been? Because I didn't do what I knew that I always should have done. Because I was so addicted to quick fixes. I was so addicted to the high of the scale dropping that I robbed my health of the thing that would have kept me alive, would have kept me healthy. You guys, this wraps up our series on the Change Your Story podcast for changing. We will not let age change us, but we will change the way we age. All right, through proper nutrition, weightlifting, sustainable habits. Remember, it's about building a lifestyle that supports your long-term health and happiness. You guys, I am so excited to introduce the muscle method. I've been talking in it in every episode because I'm truly passionate about and I created it for you. I created it to make an impact in your life, to transform your health, your fitness, your mental health. I know that it will work. It is designed to help you achieve your goals with the right balance of muscle building, macro management, and mindset shifts. And by focusing on eating at maintenance, you will experience that long-term body recomposition and build a healthier, stronger, more confident version of yourself. If this series has helped you, if you love this podcast, please leave me a review and rating. It truly is the lifeline of this podcast. Your reviews and your ratings mean everything to me. It's a way for you to support me. And it's a way for you to let me know that you're enjoying these, that these are impacting your life as well. If you could share this on social media, screenshot the episodes that you love, take 3 friends, or just share it with friends and family that you know would make a big impact in their lives. Tag me on social media at the Change Your Story podcast, at Fit Club Babes, so I can come and follow along on your journey and say hi and give you a shout out. And if you haven't joined the Fit Club Babes app, now's your chance. It's never too late to start. Everything is in the show notes, including a 7-day free trial. When you join, make sure you let me know that you join so I can help you if you need help with the setup in the app, or if you have any questions. I'm your coach. I'm not just some app where you sign up and you don't have contact with the coach. I am here to help you on your fitness journey. I really do care about helping you have the tools to be successful. And everything in the beginning of your journey can sometimes feel overwhelming. And I really want to help clear that overwhelm, as well as I've created a community of like-minded women, of fitness sisters, of a tribe of fitness sisters that will do this along with you, that will uplift you and support you along the way, because it really, we can't do it alone. But together we will go farther. So that is everything. That is my invitation. Check the show notes. And until next time, bye for now.